Sustain live. Hello. Think we're good. Audio good. Alrighty. Think we're good to go. Hopefully. Alright, now we gotta that's the other stuff up now. I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Hopefully not too loud. Bring volume down to 50. Audio groups. I think it should capture this. Yeah, that's captured. Okay. And then we switch to this. Did it working? Holy shit, it's working. Oh, but you can see my... I think I can turn that off real quick. I go here. Here. Let's disable that. Oh, it just saved. Okay. I think it's a bit loud. Probably. For stream. Won't even let me mess with the audio. Oh, great. Okay. Audio up to be after this then. Obviously male. Oh man. I forgot I got the... No, we'll start with the... Where is it? I passed them already. Night. Hold on, let's change hair. You can barely sit. Hold on. I gotta make this one fast then. Hold on. Okay, go with this. We'll go with that. I think that's good. Let's do a name now. Is there a character limit? Probably. Will that work? Oh shit. No limit. That's awesome.
King Alant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valarfax of the royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had aroused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men.
Skip. That's shown here? Oh no, it doesn't even show in here. Is audio good? I think so. Oh, you guys didn't even see that. So we do this. Damn, wait, is there a way I can fix that? To show properly or no? What if I switch to this one? I don't think that's showing anymore. Oh, I know it is. I'm so confused. They both do the same thing then. Unfortunate. Okay. I think my game just crashed. Okay, hold on. Oh, we're going through troubleshooting now. Holy shit, yes, 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 yes. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Unfortunately, OBS does not want to capture the ray tracing. So we're going to do it this way instead, which is fine. We can just do without ray tracing. Oh, did I save my character? I hope so. I don't want to go through that again. Oh, it did. Cool. Bring this down to like 5. I think that's good. Love to see it. What about the audio? Can probably be a little lower. Maybe like 7 or 8. Okay, I think 8's good. Okay, that's good. What the? Hi, welcome to the stream. I think Demon Souls has one of my favorite tutorials out of most of the Souls games, honestly. Alright, and it's straight to Volitarian Palace. Hi. Hi. Hello. Yes, this is Demon Souls. Ay, ay, ay. Kind of looked like Dark Souls, but not like Dark Souls at the same time. Well, I mean, this did come out before Dark Souls, so it would make sense that it feels like it. Yeah, you never played it before, so you were surprised you guessed correctly? Damn. Good guess, man. I have the Night Rain Brain Rot. I want to press L3 so badly to super sprint. It does seem less refined, bro. How so? The motion mostly? What does the motion feel like? Like, to you? I think it's fine, but I have, like, this is a game I grew up playing. My favorite starting weapon to have. Love to have it. Can two-hand it though. Oh, I have fat roll again though. Alright, that's better. Do you know? I think it's I feel as someone who has played between Dark Souls and Demon Souls a lot, they feel very similar in a lot of ways. Motion and camera angles in later games seem more refined. I don't know, between Demon Souls and Dark Souls specifically, it feels about the same. I would say there wasn't really any major difference until Dark Souls 2 and 3 in my opinion. I really want to go against you right now. It's too late now. Oh, you can keep going, right? Bro, get the backstab, please. There we go. Now you want to heal. Alright. Get some early full moon grass. That's pretty nice. It's very cool to see bloodstains and player messages everywhere still for this game. Oh shit, there's a soul. It's pointless though. I mean, actually no, Firebomb is nice. Oh, well, they killed themselves. There's a lot of deaths up here. You fell to your death. Okay. I'm guessing you also fell. Okay. If you notice how the character walks, it doesn't seem like he's stomping on the ground like he does in Dark Souls 1 and 3. That's because I'm in Phantom form. In Demon Souls, Phantom form, like gets rid of all of your character noise. And then once you return to human form, it brings back that feeling of actually having weight to your character. Which they, got changed in future titles, because obviously when you die in future titles, you're not soul form, you're hollow or whatever it is. So oh yeah, no. It is like that the sword just keeps going over. Well, I guess I do have an R2. I should probably just utilize R2. Alright, first shortcut unlocked. Clean Green is massive. Then the Jade Ornament to give the stockpile Thomas. And then we're going to go back up. Is that what's causing my character to not have footstep sounds? Yeah. Because I'm in soul form right now. And you're pretty much in the very beginning of the game. After you beat the tutorial, you're going to be in soul form until you beat the first boss. Which is pretty easy. Typically for Demon Souls, when you this is like exclusive only to Demon Souls. But for Demon Souls, there is both character and soul tendency, there's both character and world tendency. And tendency for both of them are depicted by the NPCs you kill and how many times you die in human form. So for world tendency, if I die constantly in human form, it will bring my world tendency to dark. And the closer I get to dark, the more difficult enemies become, the more damage I take. And if I get to pure black world tendency, it can open up certain events for different areas in the game. Vice versa for pure white world tendency, which you can achieve by not dying at all in human form and consistently killing bosses, invaders, or black phantoms. Which is pretty cool. And then as for world tendency, or as for character tendency is just defined by if I kill black phantoms or if I kill major NPCs that help me, that like have their own storylines and stuff. And also killing invaders and dying from invaders can also affect your character tendency. All character tendency does is there's a weapon in the game that you can craft that is based purely off your character tendency. So if you're pure white or pure black character tendency, it can up the damage for that weapon. Otherwise, for the most part, having pure black or pure white world character tendency doesn't do much. It's the world tendency that matters. And the reason why I bring this up at all is because that sounds complicated, just like any Souls game. Sorry. With world tendency, if you don't want pure black world tendency at all, and you don't have to worry about that, then the strat for that is just to stay in soul form the whole game. If you die in soul form, it does not affect your world tendency whatsoever negatively until you beat a boss, and then it'll bring it up higher. And then what you can do is go back to the hub area of the game, kill yourself, then go back to the other areas and still retain the same world tendency, and just keep doing that to get to pure white.
That was well.
So it's really fun. I think it's a really unique, cool concept for this game. And I'd say it's pretty easy to execute. Can you stay in the middle? Yeah, you could. You would just like, if you defeat any boss, then you just kill yourself within that area rather than the hub. And it'll just stay back to neutral. But realistically, getting to pure white world tendency is what you'd want for each area, because pure white makes it easier for enemies to kill. You do more damage, enemies have less health, less scaling on damage and so forth. And also each world has their own events on pure white as well. And you can only complete specific character quest lines and get certain items if you're pure black or pure white world tendency for each area. So which questline is more fun in my opinion? I feel like Demon Souls questlines are kind of... I think that's where we get to like the less refined. Demon Souls questlines aren't anything crazy compared to Future Souls titles. So if I had to say like which questlines were more fun, this dude right here has a pretty consistent quest. As you progress through this area, you have to help him time and time again. He'll keep giving you rewards until you get to the very end of the game, which is this area. And he'll find out that his father, who was the end boss, is corrupted, and he couldn't defeat him, and then he ends up dying because of it. And then you'll get a key. He'll drop a key that you can pick up that goes to a like a mausoleum church area, where you can challenge who is called the Old King. And you defeat him, you'll get one of the weapons that can that is based off of your soul tendency, which is pretty cool. And then if you beat the game, you'll get the other weapon variant that is also dependent on your soul tendency. Both versions work whether you're pure white or pure black. And then you can use a boss soul to combine both swords together, to combine both your soul tendency shenanigans for damage, which is pretty sick. But yeah, he can be pretty fun. Another fun quest line, I guess, is, or not fun, but another cool quest line is Selin Vinland. Important question. What's the important question? Are those spoilers? Yes, I did kind of just give spoilers. Do you care about spoilers? If so, I will not give any more spoilers. Most of the quests that you can do in this game are like spoilers in some way or form, so. Your first Souls game. Love this game. Me too. This is also my first Souls game. I also love it. Just one? Just one what? Just one problem? Does this game have Onion Knight? Technically, yes. The first variation of Onion Knight is in this game, but because Sony owns the exclusive rights to this game, FromSoft had to come up with a similar character, which is known as Onion Knight now in Dark Souls 1 and 3. But in this game, he's known as Bjor the Twin Veins, and he's pretty much exactly the same as Onion Bro, just without the onion armor. Which is pretty cool. Please don't tell me it dropped something. Thank gosh. I also really like the fog gates in Demon Souls. I like this fog gate so much more than the future ones. Knights of Katarina are the best. Yeah. I think you're like Bjor of Twin Veins then. He's not a Katarina, but he's pre-Katarina. Before the Katarina existed, pretty much. That's not like actual lore. It's just in terms of just character development. Just not when they die a miserable death. True. You don't get access to Bjor until like way later. But when you free him, just like with Onion Bro, he'll like be there to help you with future boss fights and whatnot, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately with him though, he's not someone you would summon. Well, I don't think you summoned Onion Bro for Yorm, do you? I don't think so. Do you summon Onion Bro to defeat Yorm in Dark Souls 3, or is he already in the arena? I know Dark Souls 1, he doesn't help you. Yes, you summon him? Okay. Then with the exception of summoning with Bjor, he'll already be in the boss room arena. You don't even have to summon him, which some people find annoying if they don't want his questline, but honestly, if you don't want him to be there, just, you know, don't do his questline then. But Bjor, actually, now that I think about it, Bjor's questline I think is the most fun questline out of every other character that you can do. He's the one dude that will make you smile as you play through the game. Maybe you can summon Sigmar in Dark Souls 1 somewhere. Can you? I don't remember where that could be. Alright, there's a ring that I care to get right now. And hopefully I can get it. I don't care about any other souls over here other than just that ring. Let's breathe in fire one more time. I might die trying to get this soul. But hopefully it's worth it. Okay. It was worth it. I'm not complaining anymore. I got the soul, that's all that... I got the ring, that's all that matters. I can put on this and still hopefully... Yep. Awesome. Alright. I'm gonna speed run through all of this now. Rather than take my sweet time. So which would you say is better, this or Dark Souls 1? They both have their, Jeez Louise. They both have their charms. They're both fun, but I prefer Demon Souls more, but that's just biasy. But if I were to take out biasy, I think I like Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 pretty equally. In terms of gameplay in map exploration. Don't die. One thing you could do if you don't want to ruin this quest line to get stuff, or if you don't want your soul tendency to go low, you could just let enemies kill this dude as well, and you can get the key early. And if you don't care about your soul tendency, then you can just kill him. You get that bias. Dark Souls 1 was your first Souls game, so even if you play Demon Souls, you'd say Dark Souls 1 is better. I'm glad you understand that, honestly. Like, bias exists, unfortunately, but I would say Demon Souls is worth a try. It has such a charm, just like how you would think Dark Souls 1 has this charm, even though there could be some valid critique to it. I feel like Demon Souls is the same way. It has its charm, despite having some valid critique, you know? And if you're a Souls fan, then like, why not give it a shot, you know? If you're able to. You can download the emulator version. Yeah, exactly. Bruh. How's the audio levels, by the way? Everything not too loud? Everything fairly mixed well? You thought I fell to my doom? No, I didn't fall to my doom. No falling to my doom here. They're fine? Cool. Thanks for the honesty. I don't need to go back to that dragon area. Like, there's other souls that are cool. There's like a purple flame shield for flame ruses and some souls overall, but nothing crazy that I need to worry about. Other than this ring, because the ring that I got from there is the equivalent of Havel's ring. Definitely is worth having if you want Hyrule upload early. Just like if you were to take the Master's Key in Dark Souls 1 and do Havel as soon as possible. So, can you kill it with my current abilities? Technically, yes. There's a composite bow I can get pretty soon here, and then I could probably kill it, but it's not worth it. These guys, when you kill them, they don't benefit you at all other than giving you souls. And they have like a special soul as well that you can consume. but they don't even really give you that much souls when you consume it either. So they're kind of just a pain in the ass, really. I feel like they made dragons more valuable in terms of reward in future Souls titles. In here, they just exist to, you know, be a pain in your ass, and that's it. And if you kill them, obviously they won't be a pain in your ass anymore, so that's the reward. And some souls, and that's pretty much it. It's not like Calamite where you get to get the obsidian sword if you cut their tail off or something. Yeah, the tail cutting theme was great, yeah. An obsidian sword is like my second favorite greatsword for Dark Souls. I just want my bloodstain. And since he's not here, I can get these souls. Like full moon grass, that's nice. Purple flame shield, like I said. You should be coming back here. Alright, well I got all the souls anyways, even though I said I didn't care about them. That's just because he took a long time to come back. Usually he'll do one cycle and then come back immediately. Doing 2 cycles is always a W. If he chooses to do it. It's kind of RNG, honestly, if he chooses to do it or not. But that just means I can come over here now. When I turn on this switch, the dragon will stop coming over here because he's just mean to. Sometimes we don't mean what we say. True. Well, I meant it, but then circumstances just changed that, so. You know. I don't have to worry about them anymore, though. Unless? Okay. The only reason why they're guarding that bridge is for that switch. I skipped the cutscene. But pretty much that cutscene just showed that there is a gate that opens and a huge spear gets thrown out of the huge doorway that opens. And then, you know, you're supposed to be left in the dark like, what was that huge spear? What's that? What's in that room? Especially when there's juicy items in the corner. True. Oh, another con that Demon Souls has. You can get multiple of the same items in one playthrough for Demon Souls. And like, what I mean by that is imagine like, for Dark Souls, if you could get like, the default longsword on like, you know, beginning of the game, like a little bit past Firelink Shrine under Berk or something. Now imagine like all of a sudden you're like in Sen's Fortress or something, or Duke's Archives, and all of a sudden you get another longsword out of nowhere. Now you have just 2 longswords that you don't care about. Demon Souls has quite a bit of that in its game, so that's another con. But I guess it's good for people who aren't like good at exploring and missed an item. And then they just happen to get a duplicate version of it later on. And it's like, oh, well. But for people who know this game inside out or are good at exploring, it's kind of just like, oh, I got another one of these. Interesting. Like you? Yeah. You're saying you're a good explorer or just know the game inside out, or both? These guys should look familiar to you as a Dark Souls player. Shield in front, massive blob, spear that gets thrown, and pokey pokey. You took every corner, but still not get everything. Fair. These guys are very reminiscent to the guys in Dark Souls 1 in the snow painting that surround the statue. Alright, I do no damage one hand. And obviously these guys are similar to the hollows in Dark Souls 1. Like, you can definitely see the similarities. Painted World, yeah. The Painted World of Arianis. I think that's what it's called in Dark Souls 1. I'm used to fucking Dark Souls 3. 3's variant, Ashes of Ariandel. And I always like to call Dark Souls 1 Painted Ariandel. And I'm like, that's not it. That's not right. Oh, is that right? Is it also called Ariandel in Dark Souls 1? Yes, true. It's the same. Okay, then ignore me. Alright, first boss. And it's gonna be a really easy boss. Get some fire bombs, get some turpentine. These guys are weak to fire, or this boss is weak to fire. Yeah, these guys are like the guys in Painted World that are at the statue and have the shields and the spear. Pretty much the exact same thing, just different model. Oh, that was a big miss. In the castle square, you face the same horrendous amalgamation of these guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The castle Painted World, that is. Yep. I killed all these guys separately before killing the boss. I guess I get some nice drops from them. Now I can kill this guy. Which is a cool looking boss. And now I'm back to human form. Is there a dragon babe after this? No, there's no dragon babe. There's a dragon that's gonna try and kill you. But no dragon babe. Lots of Shard of Heart stones. Love to see it. Yeah, but I'm human form, so now I actually have oomph to my character. Alright, now I can go back to the Nexus and then which is the hub area. I won't skip cutscenes anymore.
Welcome back. The monumental awaits the above.
You think the Dark Souls 1 is better because it has a dragon babe for Scylla? Okay, dude. Okay. Sure thing, homie. And great
The
chest,
monumental will
true.
explain the nexus to thee.
Alright, now I gotta talk to the monumental. All those bloodstains you see on the stairs are people who kill themselves by falling off here. So like I'm in human form, right? So if I wanted to get my shit to pure white world tendency, then I would kill myself in the hub area here, remain in soul form, and then keep going on my way in other worlds to get it to pure white world tendency.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons. I am one of the Monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is something that once, we too, a scourge of demons faced. Now it is your... If not, have you the strength? Yes, now, the old one. We neutral, how at the moment.
There's usually a cutscene with when you talk to them as well, but it got automatically skipped. So and I'm not complaining. I've seen it a million times, but unfortunate for you. Alright, I can actually do some drop downs here to get some new Moon Grass. Now I can finally level up, which I need to consume all my souls. You can just play the game later. Alright, cool. Let's deposit stuff because another con to this game, which they take out in later games thankfully, is you have equip load. Inventory equip load.
Hello.
Alright.
You have.
Talk to him again.
Would you?
Give him the hairpin.
Sure thing.
And then he's gonna give me that, which is nice to increase my inventory load. Alright, now we can use these one by one. I don't want a telescope. Alright, that's a lot of souls. Now I can level up. Yep. Thank you, thank you.
What is the...
Yes. And then we're gonna get endurance up a lot.
Withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength out that...
Ignore everything else. Can I have the headpiece on now? What's she called? The Maiden in Black. Alright, cool. Yeah, she's pretty much the Firekeeper. But she's not called Firekeeper.
Thou seekest then... I shall...
Alright, we can do the next area now. There are 4 other archstones next to this one, so 5 total. All with different areas. and each with their own different world tendency. I'm gonna say in human form because I don't care about world tendency shenanigans. If I happen to get pure white, then awesome. How is the story related to the Dark Souls timeline? I don't think it is, or if it is, it's very loose. Because again, Sony. So, see, here's Home Dude again.
Look at me. Again surrounded by evil warriors. Could you, perhaps, help me one last time? Clear out the soldiers at the Lord.
Yeah. I'll help you out. He seems like a hassle. Nah. He's just always in need of saving. Like, you save him like 3 or 4 different times and then he dies. Anyways. Because spoilers, so. I'm also in human form. I don't need the clean rune anymore. Clean rune helps increase my health a bit while in soul form, which I don't need to worry about since I'm not gonna put myself in soul form. And also just like with Dark Souls and Elden Ring, when I am in human form, you can get invaded, you can summon and help, blah blah blah. And since I'm playing on private servers, I can definitely help anyone who's playing on the game right now or get invaded by randos. Now we can go save Home Dude, which you go down here and then go towards the back. You can save Homie. There he is. The boy.
Thank you. That makes twice. Thanks to you, I can now forge ahead. This is a token of my gratitude. Please accept.
Nice chatting with me. See you around. Alright, thanks for joining my stream, man. You have a good time. Bye-bye. Ooh. A million dogs. A million dogs. A million dogs. Gosh dang it. I forgot there was a million fucking dogs there. Alright. Oh, guess cleaning is going on early. Oh, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, Bobby. I forgot. Not locking on is the strat, especially for this game. You sell the Claymore, which I would like. 6,000 souls. Alright. That is 6,000 souls on the way. Maybe. But it's not 6,000 souls on the way. I'll be coming back for you. Compound bow. But I don't give two shits to kill the dragon, so. Alright. How much strength do I need to wield this properly? 18. Alright. I'm gonna wait again. Oh shit, we taking it back? You remember to say you never played any of the Dark Souls games? You started with Elden Ring? No, that's fine. Welcome to today's stream, homie. You get to see the OG, the thing that started it all. Just in time for the second boss as well. Or technically third boss, if you consider the tutorial boss, which I did beat, so I guess that means 2 bosses. Third boss. Yo, what is that emoji? That is a scary emoji. Demon Souls has one of the more confusing mechanics that as well. I say. Dude, that emoji scares me. Yeah, I'm my channel mascot, the boy, the man, the myth, the legend. Let's see. I would like to use it. See if there's any souls wanting to help with this boss. How did you die here? Either you got invaded or Blue Knight killed you. Don't think there's any helpers for this boss. Not like this boss is hard. Just care about the social aspect. How much should you have your weapon upgrade before you fight Tower Knight? Neither. I'm currently using a, oh, you're on my short stream, so you probably can't see it. Oh, you can kind of see it. I'm using a +0 base bastard sword on a Knight class. The only stat I've upgraded so far is endurance to have higher equip load. And I got the ring from the dragons, the guard that guard all the souls, to have more equip load. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm running. What was that noise? That was scary. I need him to get away from the wall. You have +1 mace and it does jack against his feces. Interesting. You know, I'm just running base bastard sword. No. Also playing the remake. I played the remake. I'm not a fan of the remake. I have my own bias scene, but as long as you're enjoying the remake, that's all that matters. It's pretty much the same thing. When I played remake, I did pretty much the exact same thing I'm doing now. Bastard sword, Knight class, same thing. Do tell. Tell what? I need you to not be near the wall, please. Come over here. My biases. Blue point, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty much like every other YouTube creator that loves Dark Souls or Demon Souls. There's just the Blue Point like artistically killed the game hard and made changes that were very unnecessary and changed like how the game was meant to be from the OG. It's graphically, like, if you don't care about wanting like the Demon Souls experience, then graphically the Demon Souls remake is very beautiful, and I agree with that 100%. It's a very beautiful game. Artistically though, they made a lot of changes, like to the fat officials, for example. They made them like these weird chubby monsters, or like humanoid monsters, rather than like these weird humanoid demons. And they did a lot of similar changes to many other enemies in the game, where they kind of just changed the original design of the OG Demon Souls, even though they had a pretty clear design in the original game. I mean, yeah, they also changed the music. They got rid of all the brass and made it all cinematic orchestra, which just takes away the whole vibe of the OG game as well. So they changed enemy designs for like no reason other than there was no clear art direction, even though there very was a clear art direction. Blue Point just being Blue Point. Changed all the music and changed the atmosphere of a lot of the areas. Like for Bolitarian Palace, for example. Here you see that it is a ruin in shambles and demons have taken over and so forth. It's bleak, it's dull. It's meant to tell a not bland, but a sad story, right? Your biggest gripe so far is not having a way to delete a character. You should be able to. You should just go to, like, once you're at the title screen, you can just click load game and then you can just delete the character there. You should be able to. But in the remake, they changed it and they added like foliage everywhere and made it very, very beautiful. Which, yes, graphically, it's really beautiful, and I do agree. It was very beautiful going through here with the remake. But at the same time, I didn't appreciate the artistic change they took from it. Hi, welcome to stream. And for other areas, they did the exact same thing. Like for Tower of Latria, which is the best prime example. They completely changed it from like this very spooky place that was unknown to, in the remake, to just being like a Halloween house. That's just really silly. You can't on remake, you looked it up, you can only delete save data, which deletes everything. That's really silly, what the hell? Damn. And you do want to try the original. I recommend, if you want the OG, if you want the Demon Souls experience, I recommend original. If you want just a really nice, beautiful game to play that's Souls-like, then Demon Souls Remake is still perfectly fine. Another example is the swamp, or what do they call it? Fucking the Valley of Defilement or whatever. This swamp area. In the remake, it got changed a lot too, which I don't like, in terms of just atmosphere. In the OG, when you get to like the swamp area of this area, it's very mysterious. The swamp feels like it's alive and breathing. And it's like unknown, you have to figure out where to go. In the remake, they kind of just made the swamp feel lifeless and increased the render distance a lot. You also don't like the roll in the remake? How so? But I will say, I will give Demon Souls Remake one thing that I really liked that was new to the game. And that was they added a rain that you can get to make it so that you can walk and run normally in deep water. In OG Demon Souls, there's no rain to help you go past water easily. So I'll give Remake that. I also like that remake pretty much like gatekept original content that's in the game but not in the game to the deluxe edition in pre-orders. So like if you get the deluxe edition, you get the red eye armor set and like a weapon and some other stuff. Stuff that's already in the base game but in the OG Demon Souls you couldn't actually obtain. And then they added it in remake and just put it behind a deluxe edition. Like, bro. It feels odd even working your way down through the Souls games. You've been 100% them, but jumped from DS3 to the remake. The role feels abysmal. Really interesting. I will say, the Demon Souls remake also just nerfs your movement. Maybe that's why. So in OG Demon Souls, your movement is always the same. If I press forward, I walk forward, right? If I press backwards, I walk backwards. Like there's no delay. If I walk, I walk. It's immediate. In the Demon Souls remake, they changed it. So when you press walk, you don't just immediately start walking at full speed. There's a startup animation. And that plays into movement feeling very sluggish and awful in the remake compared to the original where your inputs feel sharp and exact compared to remake where it feels more slow and slippery. You know, literally Demon Souls remake just has worse movement compared to the actual OG because Bluepoint wanted to make it more cinematic. More better, so to say, which is bullshit. Anyways, why am I here? I need to go back to, I need to go buy the Claymore. I want to use the Claymore. You get what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, if you look at my gameplay, if I press forward, I just walk. If you were to compare this to your Demon Souls and try and just walk, you actually have startup frames compared to just actually walking. I make you want to play it, just get the original. Remember, I have extreme biasy. I'm a extreme Souls fan, so I just have really heavy biasy. Since I've played the OG Demon Souls so much, coming into remake with a fresh mind, I liked it, but there was just so many different changes to the remake, both mechanically and visually, that it just kind of killed it for me. But it's still a fun game. It's you spent $70 on the game, homie. Unless you got it on PS Plus, then never mind. Then never mind. Play the original. PS Plus indeed. Okay. Then yeah, you don't make any money. Like I said, if you want to just play a fun Souls-like that's graphically beautiful and has like some cool new things in there that you can only get with the deluxe edition, then go for it, man. It's a great game. I beat it twice. I did the ceramic coin shenanigans to get the penetrator armor set. Real fun stuff. But if you want like the Demon Souls experience, then definitely OG's the way to go. Are you just not gonna come, Dragon? Oh, now you're gonna come. You want to platinum the game, that's about it. Unfortunately, platining Demon Souls takes more time than any of the other games. You got a new game at least 2 or 3 times to fully platinum the game. Alright, give me your Claymore.
Thanks.
And how much do I need to equip you? 20 strength. Alright. You know, man, Dark Souls 3 took you 70 hours. I would say it'd be about the same for Demon Souls. You can beat the game really fast, but you have to new game a bunch of times to get all the achievements. The Covenant grind is brutal. Jeez. You're actually so real for that. Alright, I got the Claymore. It's time to get my strength to 20. You new game 3 times in Dark Souls 3, but the second and third was really fun and quick. Yeah, you'll be fine in Demon Souls then. Demon Souls doesn't have silly Covenant shit like Dark Souls 1 through 3, so... Hopefully it's the same for Demon Souls. I think it'll be the same. It'll be quicker then, without Covenant shit, actually. I forgot to take Covenant shit into consideration for trophies, actually. Yeah, you'll be fine. Oh, I can go back and stockpile Thomas's. So is it weird seeing my gameplay and then seeing yours? For like 2 different games. Yeah, I wanna level up. Alright, strength to 20. 2 more levels. I can use the Master Sword. A little bit, yeah. I mean, I am upscaling the game hella. So typically Demon Souls on an actual PS3 would not look this good. What's your Souls game tier list? Weren't you here last time? When we talked about that? Number 1 would be Demon Souls. Number 2 would be Dark Souls. 1, first time here. For some reason I recognize your name. I apologize. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 3, and then Elden Ring. And then Dark Souls 2 would be my Souls list. And if we're gonna throw Night Rain in there, the Night Rain would like be top 3. It'd be like Demon Souls, Dark Souls, like 3, the Night Rain. Do you know how character and world tendency work in this game? And if not, would you like to know? You don't exactly. But yes. Okay. So there are 2 types of there's 2 types of tendency. There's your soul tendency and your world tendency. The most important one being world tendency. World tendency is determined by your deaths and the bosses and invaders and black phantoms that you kill. When you kill a boss, a invader or black phantom, your world tendency will go higher. The more white your world tendency, the easier enemies become to kill, the more damage you do, and you also will unlock certain events world events when you hit pure white world tendency. Opposite of that, black world tendency, you get lower world tendency whenever you die in human form. If you die in soul form, it doesn't affect you. If you die in human form, that does affect you, your world tendency. And that's how you can become to pure black. That is like the only way you can become pure black world tendency is just die in human form constantly. And also pure black, you know, obviously enemies become harder to kill, you do less damage, and also pure black, you will also unlock certain events for different areas. And if you want to unlock every achievement in the game, then you unfortunately have to go through the hassle of doing pure black and pure white for all the areas, which you have to do kind of one by one. It's easier to do pure white first and then do pure black. But that's kind of like how world tendency works. And you'll get, based on pure white or pure white or pure black, the events that you will unlock in certain areas just help you get specific items that you can only get if you're in pure black or pure white. The reason why you see so many, if you've noticed there's so many bloodstains in the Nexus if you're playing online, is because people are intentionally killing themselves in the Nexus to stay in soul form. So that's literally the strat, is if you want to get pure white roll tendency fast and not have to worry about losing any pure white roll tendency in human form, literally just kill yourself in the Nexus, stay in soul form. It doesn't affect your roll tendency at all because the Nexus is considered a separate area from every other Archstone. And so you can just kill yourself in Nexus, go back to soul form, and then continue playing on the rest of the game and just keep going up in pure white world tendency. As for your soul tendency, so your world tendency is what it's on the top right of your screen. The top left of your screen where your health is, the very left side of that's your soul tendency. Your soul tendency changes based on the important NPCs that you kill, or invaders, or black phantoms. Important black phantoms. There's only 3 black phantoms you can kill that will actually change your soul tendency. Well, that's Executioner Meralda in Black Phantom form, which you can only get in pure black world tendency. Black Phantom Selin, which you can only get in pure black world tendency. And Black Phantom, I forget his name, but there's a specific Black Phantom NPC in Stonefane Tunnel that you can kill as well, only if you're in pure black world tendency. If you kill those 3 specific, it'll bring your... Read the message? Sure. There's a great view ahead. I mean, they aren't lying. It is a great view. If you kill those 3 specific though, then you can bring your soul tendency to white. White and black soul tendency just dictate the amount of damage you can do with a specific weapon, if I recall correctly. I don't actually think that pure white or pure black soul tendency has any real effect to anything other than that. And also, if you get pure black soul tendency, you'll get a special ring from the monument. I think it's from the monumental. No, from a okay, I lied. I remember now. Pure black roll tendency will actually pure black soul tendency will actually unlock a character quest in the Nexus, which is I'm not going to spoil the quest for you, but getting pure black soul tendency will unlock that quest, and then when you complete that quest, you will get you can get a ring, and if you equip the ring, it'll help you do more damage when you're invading as a Black Phantom. If you have pure white soul tendency, you go to the monumental and they'll give you a ring, which will make you do more damage when you are in phantom form helping people out. Those are the only reasons why you'd want to go to pure black and pure white soul tendency. And then there's also 2 weapons in the game that you can get that are based off your soul tendency. So if you're pure black or pure white, each weapon will do more damage based on each one. And then you can also combine those 2 weapons with the boss soul. And then whatever your soul tendency is, it'll always do your whatever soul tendency you have. Yeah. Is this Souls 1? No, this is Demon Souls. Damn, you're gonna need those rings for the platinum. Yep, you are. So I hope that info was helpful and not too complex or anything like that. If anything I said didn't make sense, let me know. Or if you need more details or need me to repeat something, let me know. I don't mind. You knew you didn't recognize it, you missed out on the PS games? Fair. But hi wizard, welcome to my stream. Bloodborne, etc. Fair. It was a good explanation, you get the gist. Okay, cool. I'm glad. Another thing, if you want to easily dictate your soul and role tendency, play offline. Because again, if you're playing online and you get invaded, that can dictate your world and soul tendency. This is the best version of Demon Souls. You are absolutely correct. There's no other version that's not better. Fucking dogs. Why are you guys running away like that? You're browsing some pretty serious weirdos and saw a Souls game. You seem genuine chill, so you stayed. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I don't know what fucking weirdos you're seeing, but I'm just here to play some Souls and have fun. Dogs are annoying in every Souls game, especially in Demon Souls, because Demon Souls was like the starting structure of the Souls series, and the dogs in Demon Souls are actually way more stupid aggressive and silly than any other Souls game. I would say like the hounds in Dark Souls 1 are second to Demon Souls of annoyance, and then afterwards they kind of made them way less annoying, but still annoying. The ones in BS3 teleport? That's not 100% true. So the way Dark Souls 3 works is when you have your camera turned away from enemies, they kind of get like, their frames change. They like get lowered because obviously they're not it's a save on memory and data. So because of that, because their frames get lowered, it seems like they're teleporting, but really they're just still going through their movement animation just at a lower frame rate, which makes it faster, which is really silly. Their attack pattern is always really aggressive and perfectly timed to mess you up. True. Looks like they just teleport on you. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, right? I was just explaining what's actually going on behind the scenes, but it still kind of just feels like they're teleporting, but they're just moving really fast. They're just moving faster at a way lower frame rate to save up on memory. But no, it makes sense. It's just game dev shenanigans. Yeah, you've heard the frame rate mechanic from speedrunners. He is definitely right. I would hope I'm right. I have like almost 10,000 hours on all the Souls games entirely. I wouldn't just spread misinformation just because. Although this is the internet and lots of content creators like to do that for views, so I guess it makes sense actually. My bad. I also used the speedrun Dark Souls 3 for a short time, but I haven't done that since like 2019, so whatever knowledge I had in speedrun Dark Souls 3 is kind of gone. You think 10,000 is the official amount of time to be considered an expert at something? Well, it's a rough estimate. I've been playing Souls games since 2009, since I was 9 years old. I literally, like, my parents brought home Demon Souls. I was hooked ever since, and I've been playing ever since Demon Souls or Dark Souls as it kept going out, and I played it for countless hours. Many new game saves on many characters, hundreds of hours on many characters, blah blah blah. So if I were to count, you know, all the Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, I have probably roughly 10,000 hours or so. If we disclude because I've only played Dark Souls 2 once, and I've only played Sekiro once. So my knowledge on Dark Souls 2 and Sekiro are very, very limited. And I barely remember anything from those games compared to all the other games. But yeah. Damn. Thanks, homie. I promise I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to be honest. But I guess it's kind of a brag. It's a flex, I guess. I don't want you to fall off. Come back over here. Please. Oh my god. If I hit you, you're gonna fall off. Okay, what if I try and parry you? You thought you're almost without I can speak English. You thought you're almost 1,000 hours on base or was cool. No, honestly, having like 1,000 hours is really cool. I think it's awesome. I've just been hooked on this series since I was 9 and I'm 25 now, so... Oh my god, I parried him off the fucking... Gosh dang it, dude. That's fine. I guess I'll just drop down here. Like, unless you started this series when you were a little kid, like... There's no way you can get around like 10k hours. You know what I mean? It's like if you just started the Soul series like just like, you know, 5 years ago or so, getting 1k is still massive. If you really enjoy the game that much. Elden Ring brought you back to Souls and fell in love, you can't lie. Yeah. Elden Ring, I love Elden Ring with a passion. I love all the most of the Souls game with a passion though, so it makes sense. So much materials. I love to see it. How do I feel about Bloodborne? I love it. And Night Rain was a little out of field though. Well, it's because Night Rain's a completely different game. Night Rain isn't a classic Souls like Dark Souls or base Elden Ring. It is a roguelike. And they never hid that either. They made it apparent that this was going to be a roguelike. I love it personally. It wasn't what you're expecting at all. It's roguelike-ish? No, it's literally just a roguelike, bro. It's literally if Risk of Rain and Dark Souls had a baby. If Risk of Rain is considered a roguelike, then so is Night Rain. There's no other way to put it. Or I guess... roguelite, maybe, if you want to get specific. But I don't care. It's pretty cool, but it's not really for you. That's fair. I have always wanted a Dark Souls roguelike, so I love it. Like, I already platinumed it, by the way. I already platinumed the Night Rain on like week 1. You need some bros for the last achievement. Killing 3 in a row with randoms is... Damn, what the hell? I platinumed the game with randoms. Like, what the fuck? You know, let me take a chat. I guess. But yeah, I've always wanted a Dark Souls roguelike. Ever since like Dark Souls 1 came out, I've always like, dude, what if like Dark Souls had like a cool dungeon crawler, you know, roguelike bosses, you know what I mean? And the Night Rain finally came out, and I've always wanted a game like that. A roguelike that reused and recycled and repurposed like Dark Souls content and Elden Ring content into a roguelike format. and I really like it. So I'm not complaining. I love Night Rain. It's a 9 out of 10 for me, and I look forward to see what they do. I already platinumed it. I cleared the whole shop, got all the achievements, and I also just yesterday, last night's stream, completed the event shop. So now it's just waiting until they release the next Everdark variant of a boss and getting the new shop items then. But yeah. They made the solo a little easier in the patch you heard. Kinda? So what they did for solo players is they made it so that you get more souls if you start in solo mode, and you get 1 free revive. And it scales less harder. It scales less when you're on solo. Enemies scale less, and bosses. But the thing is, the game is still meant, like, the game, just because they changed those themes for solo play doesn't mean that the core of the game wasn't meant for co-op. And that's the difficult part, is for solo you have to be really precise and cracked and get good RNG pulls to have a really fast solo run. Otherwise you're kind of going to be miserable, because just because they made it easier to do solo doesn't mean that the gameplay is revolved around co-op. As someone who has tried doing solo on Night Rain compared to just having teammates, even if my teammates are shitty, it's way more difficult to play solo than it is for just with random teammates. It's very obviously built around co-op. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So just because they made those little mechanic changes to solo to make it a little easier, it's still, like, I wouldn't say difficult. It's just the fact that since it was built with co-op in mind, soloing just requires a lot more insane RNG pulls, and for you to really be concise and play to your, like, best heart's ability. Versus with co-op teammates, you know, it's not easier. You'd rather AI companions if you can't play with your friends. Yeah, but I could also see them releasing AI companions to their best ability and people not being satisfied because the AI, you know, has silly shenanigans that happen, or they do something silly that you don't want them to do, or this and that, and it's just going to be like a bunch of future patch updates until they eventually crack AI to a decent level. Yeah, so Wizard World understands. It would just be very difficult, especially for the kind of game that Night Rain is. It's not as simple as, oh, just have them following you around and have them just attack whatever you attack. It's unfortunately not that simple to do. There has to be like a whole new nav mesh that gets completed, added specifically for NPCs and so forth, or AI. Better than random dying to a Batman across the map. Trust me, I know. I've been playing with randoms ever since the game released, and I've had my fair share of, like, there's like 4 different types of randoms. There's the insane randos that are really good at the game. There's the randos that are really bad at the game. There's the randos that are in between. There's the randos that try to do meta stuff and are bad at the game, and then we get to third night and they die. And then there's the griefers. Like, it's quite silly. Hands up, who remembers Resident Evil Outbreak and the AI companions? I do not, unfortunately. There's usually a Giga gamer every now and then. Your problem is the randoms that just leave. Yeah, oh, that another option. Randos that leave as soon as they die. Randos that don't work as a team, ignore your peens or have their own peens and team splits up, and then they just leave. Like, yeah, I've had my fair share of that. Don't get me wrong. I've had my fair share of that as well. But I've always enjoyed. You just outed yourself for being in your late 30s. No, you're fine, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I'm 25, so. I'm young at heart. Wizard's young at heart. You're also 25. Damn. 25 gain, raise up. I literally just turned 25 like a few weeks ago too, so. I didn't even get to unlock the shortcut, dude. Actually upset. I died in one of the silliest ways possible in this fucking game. By falling. Get the fuck out of here. I'm angry. When are you streaming your Soulsborne Sekiro no-hit God run? I don't know, great question. I've only done no-hit Souls like once, and that was for Dark Souls 3 way a long time ago, and I was not a fan of it, not gonna lie. I completed it, it took me a very long time, and I said never again. That shit's annoying, and I'm not gonna do that just so I can get views and content clicks. I feel like the whole challenge speedruns is really cool. I love challenge runs and speedruns and stuff. But I feel like in terms of YouTube, it's kind of inflicted the brain rot YouTube mindset, dopamine trigger, where if you're not doing the most insane challenge, nobody cares. It's like, I don't give a shit. Favorite Souls-like from other devs? Honestly, my most recent Souls-like that I just played, other than FromSoft, and that is Nexon Games with their the first Berserker Kazan. I really liked that game. It was so cool. It was like, it had the Dark Souls mechanics, it had the Elden Ring mechanics, it had the Bloodborne mechanics. It was sick. I really liked it. That's on your list of games to 100%. Go for it, man. It's awesome. You like Lies of P? I haven't played Lies of P yet. And I have not played Lords of Fallen. I have played the demo, though. I played the demo, but the thing is, I don't have a capture card for PS5, so... And it's only on PS5, so I can't really stream that. Previously, another game came out with the same name and confused you. But from the demo that I played of Lords of Fallen, it is pretty cool. I do like it. I like the whole shifting between like worlds depending on your like if you're human or phantom or whatever, which is pretty cool. And how you have to like intentionally kill yourself to see different parts of the game sometimes, or traverse different parts of the map. You think it had DLC that you never bought? Well, I don't even have the game, so I don't even care about DLC. But maybe if I get a capture card in the future, I'll definitely play. Or oh, I was trying to parry with a sword, bro. What the hell? It's like, why am I not getting the parries? I know I'm timing this right. He's gonna stare at me. So here is a legit question. Here is a legit question. Share your knowledge, please. My knowledge in what? What am I knowledging about? You don't understand blocking? What do you mean you don't understand blocking? Isn't dodging always the better option? No. Dodging is not always a better option. I think Demon Souls is a prime example of that. your movement is your best friend. And I don't mean that in dodging. Dodging is kind of always like you want to use it as a last resort because it takes stamina, right? And stamina regen takes quite a bit of time, especially in the earlier Dark Souls. You don't want to just keep spam rolling. You'll lose stamina really fast, and then it's a good way to just not be able to do anything and then die. A lot of the bosses or enemies, you can kind of just like walk around, which you've seen me do a lot. I don't really roll a lot. I kind of just walk around the enemies a lot and either backstab or parry them or whatever. Whenever you're lucky, you get super drained of stamina and either get hit by inevitable falling attacks or don't have stamina roll. Yeah, like blocking, especially in an early Souls game, isn't really the way to go unless you have a lot of stamina or you're running like a really high damage negation shield. So like the really big shields with like Havel shield, for example, or Brior's shield from Demon Souls, those are worth getting to block because they have less stamina drain, if I recall correctly, and help you with insane damage negation. And basically blocking is only for those who want to be able to tank through attacks and still get damage off. And that's only really more apparent in future titles like Elden Ring, for example, because Elden Ring has guard counters, right? So it makes guarding way more viable in Elden Ring than past Souls games, where you really kind of just mess around with your movement rather than blocking. But blocking still has its good uses. It just depends on playstyle really and what you want. Blocking isn't bad, but it isn't amazing either. It just kind of has its own, its own like niche use case. I don't know if that was helpful at all. That's just how I view it. But I definitely don't think rolling a lot is better either. I feel like your base movement is the most important factor. You only want to roll if the attack is inevitable and it's going to hit you and you know it's going to hit you. Otherwise, you kind of want to like limit your rolls whenever you can and just kind of just walk around your enemies or boss. Although in Elden Ring and Night Rain, that does not stand true. What I'm saying only really applies to the older Souls games. Elden Ring and Night Rain have backed out bosses where you can't just simply walk around them. You've always done better staying mobile and dodging. Yeah. Well, I guess that's why like different playstyles come into light, right? Not all attacks drain your stamina. Like if I block this guy, like that was pretty fine. I block them and I'm able to walk away. So I guess it could be used as a good neutral reset tool as well. If you rolled incorrectly at the wrong time or whatever, block, and then you can just walk away. And then now you have your spacing again, let stamina recharge. So blocking has good uses. It's not just bad. Blocking can be really good. It just depends on the type of playstyle that you like, type of character that you're playing, and how I guess you like to play. But blocking isn't just oh, I should never do it kind of thing. Especially since there's really good shields that you can get in pretty much every Souls game that make blocking pretty good. Sorry for the late response though. Yes, I did get into PvP. Dark Souls 3 was the most I got into PvP. I had like 5 different characters for Dark Souls 3. One of them I had like 800 hours on, and I had like max level. Others were just different like PvP, different builds, and I'd always switch between different characters, do fight clubs like on after Pontiff Sullivan's boss arena, you know, the place after there. Always do PvP stuff there, PvP in like Lothric Castle or just a bunch of places. Love PvPing. I'd always do a bunch of goofy ass builds and whatnot. Good times. You got addicted to invading and trolling, but he wasn't very good at it. You must be hilarious for others who are. I used to invade a lot too back in the day. I did a lot of scumbag trolling shenanigans that I'm not proud of. Definitely made some people's days worse. Got a lot of hate mail back in the day for sabotaging other people's games. I'm not proud of it. But at the same time, I was like 15, 16, so I was like just that teenager doing whatever. You cosplay PvP in Elden Ring quite a bit. It was cool. I cosplay PvP in Demons in Dark Souls 3 a lot. I will like try my best to replicate like Demon Souls cosplays or Dark Souls cosplays. And whatnot. Those were fun times. I almost just killed myself. You got this, 0 deaths. Damn. Alright. Everyone who's watching, who's been watching, ignore the 2 deaths I've had so far. This is a 0 death run. Exactly. I guess one thing I like about Demon Souls compared to a Dark Souls is I can have 99 of healing stuff and constantly keep getting them throughout the game. So I don't have to constantly keep resetting for health unless I need to go back to the Nexus to repair stuff. It looked like he rolled back into lava pit, but it was just a reflection on the screen. He was actually fine. Yeah, exactly. Nothing but happy accidents. Gosh dang it, I wanted a backstab. Get out of here. Do you have to buy a PlayStation for these missing games? Yesn't. If you have a decent computer, you can easily emulate Demon Souls on computer. If you don't though, then PS3 is your best option. Like, is Bloodborne worth it? I would say Bloodborne is worth it, although if you have a pretty good computer, you can also emulate Bloodborne. I plan on doing the Bloodborne run via emulator in the near future. I think that'll be fun. Oh, did I get my souls back? I don't recall if I got my souls back. 1 second. Yeah, I think I got it back. Oh, no. Wait. No, that's not mine. Only good PS4 game is Bloodborne. Is that... I'm trying to think. No. Hey, all the Dark Souls are on PlayStation. Bloodborne is the best exclusive on PlayStation. I agree with that. Are they backwards compatible? Yeah, they are. They are backwards compatible. Bro? Uncharted 4 was pretty good. I've always enjoyed the Uncharted series. I liked 1 and 2 the most. 3 was good too. Crescent Moongrass. Useless. Like, here's a decent shield that we're about to get. The Steel Shield. Oh, and I can't carry it because it overburdened me. Are you kidding me? You don't play on the Xbox? Me? Talking about me? Yeah, me? No. I don't play on Xbox. I have played on an Xbox, but I don't play on an Xbox. Have you ever played Kingsfield? It sounds familiar. Is that the original FromSoft game? The other people in chat, what games do you guys have the most hours in? Mr. Streamerman has 10k across all the Souls games. Oh, I'm surprised I remember that. No, I have not played Kingsfield, but I did watch, I think it was Iron Pineapple, cover Kingsfield. Really, it looks really cool. That's a shame you're hoping I would carry you. On what? Dark Souls? Fallout probably around 5,000 hours. Damn. Why am I finding these guys? The Crystal Lizard's already gone. I think the only Fallout that I've played was 4. I've watched my dad, when I was way younger, play New Vegas a lot. New Vegas is really cool. But 4 was one that I actually played on my own. And it was okay. It was a fun experience. Did a lot of shenanigans on that. New Vegas carried your teen years. Nice. Yeah, it's just one guy left. New Vegas was fun. Fallout 4 is probably the most solid. But now you're having a good time bumming around. Fallout 76. Nice. I can never get into Fallout 76. That's because when it first came out, it was a mess. But I think it's a good game now, right? Just take time. The game with most hours is Terraria. And you think you have like 4,600 hours. Yeah, my best friend, one of my closest friends, he has fucking like a million hours in Terraria. He tried getting me into it so hard. I did like it, don't get me wrong. He wasn't one of those people who was like, you gotta play Terraria, and then he just, you know, like was like, oh, there's this and that and this and that, and just like spoil the whole game and ruin it for me. He let me figure stuff out by myself and helped when I asked. It's fun. I really like Terraria. It was really fun. And then after we beat the game together, then we did Calamity together and beat Calamity together. And that was also really fun. But I don't think it's a game that I find myself wanting to go back to unless it's like the homie wants to play it together. That's just the kind of game it is for me. It wasn't a mess. It was so much worse than that. Yeah. I was sugarcoating it. Is that the pixelated Minecraft looking game? Yeah, that's the pixelated Minecraft looking game. Agreed. Also played 76 with friends is best. True. None of your friends finished a playthrough with you. Damn. That's unfortunate. There was another mod that looked promising at first. It was called Starlight River. Or something like that. It was supposedly going to be the next like big Calamity mod. But it ended up flopping, so yeah, it is what it is. Yo, Ed's grindstone is massive. You never beat it either, but you just really got really OP. That sounds about right. Couldn't get into Elder Scrolls Online, which is weird because you love Skyrim. I have never played a Elder Scrolls game in my life except for Oblivion on the PS3 because my dad had it. I watched my dad play Oblivion a lot and I played it a bit. Yo, Sentinel! Yo, welcome to today's stream, homie. You're the birdest in Birdland. Bird Day is your birthday and you're seeing Avarice Bird in your birdhouse. Is it your birthday? Sentinel? Couldn't play it. Damn. Yeah, damn. Happy birthday, Sentinel. How's it been so far? How old are you now? 1,000,000 years old? Like what? 100,345 years old now? Today was good? I'm glad to hear, man. Happy to see you on stream on your birthday of all days. 30 years old? That's insane. What's that in bird years? That's like more than one? Damn. You're crazy, Sentinel. "17, one more year and you'll be free." Damn, isn't 17 in bird years like almost death? Bro, you're fucking elderly, bro. You're old as hell. You're about to die in like a few more years, bro. And you've been calling me good old man. What the hell? In Eldritch? You're 17 in Eldritch years? So you're a baby, you're an infant. You're considered like 2 years old in human form. What the hell? Alright, we gotta go back to the Nexus. I'm like, my inventory load is insane. I gotta push it away. That's actually one thing I like about Remake. Are you okay, Birdman? Remake makes it so that you can, and if you're over encumbered, you can send it to the Nexus by default, without needing to go back there. Is this Demon Souls? Yes, this is Demon Souls. You're insanely okay, that's the problem? Oh, damn. I didn't think being okay was an issue. You bought Dark Souls 1 on release and hated it. You returned it the same day and traded it in. You were so angry, LOL, and it was like, it looks terrible, the controls are bad, and you keep dying. The classic, I'm bad at games, so it's bad trope. The IGN journalist moment. You came back to it a year later and became obsessed. I think that's kind of hilarious. See, I was already in love with Demon Souls like day one. So like, I loved Dark Souls 1 immediately when it came out. And what level am I? Am I level 21? If you're not dying, you're not playing right. Yeah, you had the same with Elden Ring, LOL. It's maybe your favorite series now. That's awesome. I think I'm one of the few broken heads who like fell in love with the gameplay immediately, despite how tough it was for me at first. And when I first, don't get me wrong, I wasn't like a fucking god when I first started this game. I was 9 years old, Demon Souls came into my hand, and I cried a lot. I raged a lot. I mean, hell, I was 9, I was still developing my fucking brain. But, you know, I persevered because I still liked the actual gameplay. And as time went on, I got better and better and whatnot, so. Well, today Avarice is going to be the publisher of the Bold... No, I am not. There is no bird cult, okay? Stop it.
You have.
Never give up. True. And then by the time Dark Souls 1 came out, I had so much of like the mechanics engraved in my head that I kind of like went through Dark Souls 1 pretty fast in the beginning. But then like after the first 2 bells were run, fuck bro. Dark Souls 1 fucked me up for a long time, and then I had to learn all the bosses and enemies for that. But yeah, good times, man. Good times.
Hello again.
And I just kept playing and playing and playing, and I was obsessed. And then I got into like speedrunning for a bit and getting as best as I could, as good as I can, and here I am now. Let's see. I can level up a bit. Let's use some souls. Here's actually a bird cult. Avarice is the birdist. No, we are not a bird cult. I promise there's no bird cults going on here. By the way, am I keeping the Wolverine cut? No, look, okay. I'm not keeping no Wolverine cut, alright. Look. Look. I used to have a way different hairstyle, okay? Completely different, alright. I used to have the, like a, you know, like if you guys have ever seen Trigun, you know, like Vash's hairstyle in the new Trigun, not the old one. I had that hairstyle, a front swept undercut with a fade. And it looked really good on me, and I would dye my hair red. But I've had that hairstyle for like 5-6 years now. I want to try something new. And so because of that, I need to grow my hair out. My top part and back hair are long enough, but my sides still need to grow out more, okay? Once my sides grow out more, I'm gonna get like a very heavily layered, like slick back haircut. I think that'll look really good on me. But I have to go through this awkward phase of having weird fucking side hair that's like growing out, and I look like fucking Wolverine. Alright? I'm gonna have to deal with it until I get the haircut, alright? Alright, that's that. Going back. Speedrunning is almost like a totally different hobby. True. Bro is made of the titanium bones. Bro, please cut your hair for like Professor Xavier. And it's not going to be like Professor Xavier, but it is going to be layered. You just shaved your head, not full Professor X though. Nice, homie. Oh my gosh. Sentinel. Level 20? Massive. Let's repair whatever I can. Nope. Alright.
No impact.
Alright, the bastard sword is no more. We are now the Claymore. Claymore enthusiasts. Bastard sword can go.
You have.
Alright. And then back we go. Time to do the first boss of this Archstone. Bro's gonna really require telepathic powers. Shut up, I swear to God. There's no telepathy going on here, okay? No psychic abilities. You silly goober. Alright, now we're gonna focus on upgrading our Claymore. We're gonna try and get it to quality, which in Demon Souls, quality is what prioritizes scaling stats into strength and dexterity. Bro's gonna be that bald that the Earth is gonna have 2 suns. Never mind, sorry, bro. Bro. Help me. Calm isn't here, so I can't have Calm time out you for 10 seconds. Although it'd be hilarious if he could right now. I think Calm is asleep right now, which is good because they have insomnia, so they need sleep. A bit unfortunate because I know Calm has been really wanting to see the Demon Souls gameplay, and he's missing out the whole beginning of the game. You'll donate to the channel to have him banned? No, don't. No need. It's funny, but no. You hear that, Sentinel? You have people that would donate money just for your own demise. Oh, that's funny. I think it's cool that the OG Demon Souls on the PS3 emulator has private servers, so you can still play with people. So seeing like bloodstains everywhere in random messages makes me feel like I'm right back at home playing on the PS3. Actually, sorry, Avis, you don't have any to donate to me. That's hilarious. Bro, I don't want donations. I would never said to donate to me. What are you talking about? I'm being gaslighted. Well, as a bird, someone doesn't get paid very well. That's perfectly fine. Birdman is tripping. No, Birdman is Birdman. They're funny. You can give me part of your daily seeds? Sure. I'll give it to my lovebird that I have. You think Nyrin could have serious longevity if they wanted to invest in it? Well, they are gonna invest in it. Night Rain is being developed by a different producer, while whatever Future Souls title is being developed by Miyazaki. So Night Rain is like getting invested in. And there's gonna be massive expansion packs and DLCs as time goes on. So we will probably be getting more Dark Souls skins and bosses. I'm hoping they add Dark Souls weapons that fit with the game. Not all Dark Souls weapons, but I'm hoping they add some. I think that'd be really cool. New characters, new bosses, and so forth. So, and I'm hoping that we get more maps in the future as well, and better quality of life updates, which those are like 90% probably going to happen. So, just give it some time. It all takes time, right? Game development is not a joke, so I look forward to it. I already love the game. I feel like the critiques that the game has that's actually valid is very minimal compared to the overall game. At least in my opinion. I really like Night Rain. I already have almost 200 hours on the game. They say it wouldn't be a live service game, and they are still thinking of possibilities. Exactly. Night Rain is actually very well. You wish to include new types of maps and bosses from Demon and Dark Souls. Well, they can't do Demon Souls because it's copyrighted by Sony. Same for Bloodborne. So we're not going to be seeing any Demon Souls or Bloodborne stuff exactly, but we could get Demon Souls or Bloodborne inspired stuff. What I want to see is more Dark Souls 1 through 3 stuff in the game. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, they don't own this, unfortunately. Yep. God, you are visually a mess in this game. No, you want firearm? What is firearm? You mean the pyromancy hand? That's Dark Souls, bro. And that's kind of pointless when there's incantations. Like Canon in Bloodborne was sick. Yeah, it was. You gonna explode yet? There it is. I should probably use turpentine just to try and do some more damage. Not what I wanted. Lock it in, bro. Oh, this boss is easy. Okay, ignore what just happened there. I'm getting hit. Ignore that. I just had to open my mouth. Alright. Bro, I couldn't even roll out of that one. That one was just the game. There we go. This boss is easy, bro's getting cooked in 4K. No, I'm not getting cooked. The only time you lost progress by not leaving the game properly was when you got abandoned near the end of PS2. Was in the mood, shut down the game and corrupted your save. That's unfortunate. Holy shit. That's some bullshit and a half. Ever happened to me? I mean, I've only played Dark Souls 2 once. And I think I got to the very, very end and just didn't finish it. So, in terms of Dark Souls 2, no. In any other Souls game, I've never really had that happen to me. Then again, I've never really quit from invaders. So, that hit, oh my god, deceiving. Bird, ¿hablas español? No, un poquito. Yo sí habla español y no habla español. Me habla inglés. No mames, no tan bien. Soy inglés, pero vivo en México. Sorry. No habla español. Me hablo inglés. Sorry, back to English. Yeah. They weren't saying anything crazy. Bro's really American. Capitalism, caca. Exactly. No, my family is like a mixed bag. My mom's side of the family is mainly Mexican, and the white part of my family is Irish. Funnily enough, on my dad's side, most of everyone on my dad's side is black, and the white part is actually, I think, Irish as well. Funnily enough, I'm like, I inherited most of the white from my family, unfortunately, but it's whatever. I speak Spanglish. I just know enough to understand my family, like when they talk to me in Spanish. You've lived in Mexico City nearly 10 years? Dude, that's crazy. No mames. No sabo. No. English. Here in my stream, we speak American. Iris really said no mames. I mean, bro. What is wrong with you, bro? Can you tell people here how much England sucks and they never believe you? I believe you. I don't care to go here. Back to Kaka Adam Smith. Goddamn right. Believe me. Nah, I do. England is... Listen, man, I've seen England. I'm not a fan of the England sky atmosphere. Well, in Wizard World, how's CDMX? Oh fuck, there's a soul there. Whatever. You mean grey and miserable like the people? Hey, not everyone from England is miserable, okay? I've met some pretty cool people from England. That I think that's like a very 50-50 stereotype. But I will say the atmosphere, yeah, not a fan of it. The weather there is great. Homie, the people in England think that 70 degrees is hot. Like 70 or 80, I'm pretty sure like 80 degrees in English is considered like heat warning. Like what do you call that? Like extreme heat? Hands up who grew up 30 years in England? Not me. I was born and raised in Las Vegas, actually. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Hold on. Chill out, guys. Okay. Yeah, that's not a berry. That's a berry. Iris, Las Vegas, we're Mexican. Yeah, we are Mexicans. You need to be Mexican again? Bro, no. I will say it is funny. I don't live in Vegas anymore. I recently moved out a while ago, actually. And where I live now, the weather is beautiful. Like the hottest it'll get here is like 100 degrees in like anywhere else in the world talk that's outside the US. That's like 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. And like I can wear my lawn sleeves and be perfectly fine and not like be sweating balls. Because Vegas, we have like extreme summer almost like all summer. From like May to like October is pretty much summer. Okay, I'm tired of this. So like where I live now, I don't think it gets really hot at all. It gets like really warm to like, oh, I gotta wear some short sleeves, but yeah. Also, the humidity isn't really, we get like what, 40-50% humidity where I live now? So it's not that bad. You like it here, you're not going back to England? I respect it. Well, but here the corruption, the government insecurity is hell as fuck. Brother, we got that everywhere right now. It's awful. But I'm not trying to get political, so this isn't apolitical. I'm not a political content creator. I'm here to play games and have fun, so. %, but for real, it's the same in England. Yeah. Exactly. Bro, that still hit me. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, this next upcoming boss is Flame Lurker. I just want to get stuff to level up my weapons. How often do I stream? Pretty much every day. I'm not even joking. I literally stream pretty much every day. Weekends is an exception. So I have a schedule. Hold on. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, you have hella health still. Gosh dang it. There we go. So my schedule, yeah, you're right, obviously. You're here to say kakad, say Berdistines, and see you ole. Okay, thanks, man. I stream Monday through Friday. That's guaranteed. Saturday and Sunday is not guaranteed. Saturday and Sunday is my time to touch grass, spend time with my partner, IRL stuff. But if I have time towards the end of the day, I'll stream on Saturday, Sunday. So it's always 50-50 if I stream on the weekends, but definitely I always stream Monday through Friday. I just started streaming like about a month ago, so, but I'm trying to keep it consistent. I've always wanted to try and make content creation a job, and I'm actually really grinding hella hard. But yeah, you're definitely coming back as a chill stream. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And weekends he touches grass. See, I touch all the grass. IRL's the worst. The graphics are awesome, but the gameplay sucks. Yeah. I mean, I've been through enough shit to understand the mentality. I've run through a lot of fucked up shit in my life, but I'm at a place where I'm content to actually enjoy real life. Actually is nostalgic. What's nostalgic? This is all for just a fucking great club. Fuck that. I'm not doing this guy. Fuck you, Patches. Bro got the Judicator shield too. Or the adjudicator shield. I almost just got trapped in there. You speak Spanish, Diego? Oh, let's go. Oh, hey, well, I didn't even realize. Hey, Diego, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Enjoy your stay. Seems like he should, bro. Bro's profiling the name? That's crazy. What the hell? Bro got profiled. He did get profiled. My boy Diego came in. The first thing he got asked is, do you speak Spanish? What the fuck? But then again, Sentinel is Mexican, so it's whatever. Next average stream in Spanish, please. No. No habla español. Only English. You already profiled all of us? Damn, bro's racist. What the hell? Let me out! We are fucked. Yeah. I'm also fucked. What did you conclude about you, Mastered Wizard Man? Uh-oh. I hope we keep this all to jokes, yeah. Because like if there's actually like really sus comments, then unfortunately I'm gonna have to mute or ban. 'Cause I don't tolerate that here, so just letting that be known. You can conclude that you're a bird and a crow and also a bird? True. Calling me Master Wizard Man earned you the highest honor you can bestow. Fair. I think this person wants to go home. Can I rate? How do I rate this game? That's my... Nope, I just wasted healing. Well, hate to see it. So now you will teach you common Azure. Oh, damn. We'll drink your tea instead of doxing you. God damn. Bro said. Damn, fucking wizard just got profiled. That's crazy. What is going on? Wait, am I back in the same area? Gosh dang it. I think, no, this is not a dead end. There's definitely a way I can go. It's not there. The only thing you need to know about you is that you are a bird. You are indeed a bird. The bird of bird, an avarice bird. You've literally been in a mood all afternoon because you didn't realize you ran out of tea and boiled the kettle for nothing. I respect that. This is the way to go. I have to kill this guy. This is bullshit. Damn, bro's a fucking tea addict, just like Americans are fucking coffee addict. Fun fact, I hate coffee, and I'm not really much of a tea drinker, so... But if I were to pick a tea, green tea, I actually like some green tea. Black tea? Black tea is good for milk tea. Actually, that's a lie. I like black tea as well, but only for milk tea or boba. I assume that's what you meant, right? I'm not gonna say it out loud because it sounds bad, even because like I'm not a Spanish speaker. But I know what you meant. Black tea with milk, maybe 1 sugar. Yeah, I love me some milk tea. You like honey ginger and peppermint tea. Sorry for that Spanish is because your brain cells get birded. No, I know English is difficult for you. You speak Spanglish, and it's... My grandma speaks Spanglish all the time, so it's pretty easy for me to understand what you're trying to say. This doesn't take forever. I could just do the drop down from the top. But I'm already so far in. He's the final boss of Tier 5. The drop down is insta-kill, right? No, it's not. I mean, it could be if you fuck up your shit. He might be a diamonds. Huh? Because diamond is unbreakable. Bro. JoJo reference. Oh, okay. That's why I didn't get it. I apologize. Bruh. Bro, watch JoJo. JoJo is peak. The peak. If I'm gonna watch JoJo, it's not gonna be for a long time. I have a busy schedule. And if I watch anything, it's usually with my partner. And it's usually whatever we're both in the mood for, so. You work in the morning, but it's been a good chat. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining my stream, I appreciate it. You have a wonderful night. Take it easy. Appreciate you. Yeah. English. Yeah, vacations. We're almost there. There's a few more hits. How would I say it? Ike? Jeez, this took so long, but we made it. The Wizard World has gone to bed. They're asleep. It went to beddy bed. Nighty night night. Alright. I know where I am. Everest, you can do it. Be a nice old man. Look, man. I'm not your man. I'm not oldie, man. Oh! Nope. Alright. Like, this is kind of a waste. You also have to chamber tomorrow. What does that mean? See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining my stream, Sentinel. Have a wonderful time. Oh, work. Oh, I didn't see the A. I read chamber without the A. I was like, bro? Fair. Okay. Sleep well. Have a decent day at work tomorrow. Nope. You also almost forgot. You wish you were a bird. Okay. Well, enjoy your bird time. Cheka? Bro. All fun and games until you turn into a chicken. Pretty much. What is bro Chekine? Right. Bird. Okay. Sorry, you know you were going, but you can't let you call him chicken. Damn, you called him a chicken. That's too far. The slander. You're gonna McChicken it? You like the McChickens from McDonald's? Like the sandwich? You are mixed special? Thank you. You are also mixed special. You like them better when they were $1. True. Also Mick goodbye, Mick Avarice. Mick goodbye, Mick Bird Crow, Mick Bird, Mick Sentinel. Mick lock it in. Alright. I'm Mick locketing in. See? I locked it in. Mick locked it in. Alright. Let's try this again. Yeah? I'll stain it. How are you alive? Oh! What was that? I just want to get the bad guys, that's all. The guys that have the extra minerals, and I'm failing at it. I should not be dying to the silly deaths here. Fucking, the womp womp is real. It is rough. Alright, hold on. Can I take this off? Okay, actually, huge, I can. Clean ring, come in clutch, please. Motherfucker. Alright, I'll try this again. I just want the minerals. I want to level up my weapon. That's literally all. Oh, wait. I think I already got them. Never mind. That's okay, give me souls. Yippee! Oh, I missed a soul back here though. Bro really locked in. Yeah, my bad. My bad, homie. I'm still getting used to like balancing between focusing on the game and focusing on viewer interaction with whoever's chatting with me. So sometimes I will just go in autopilot mode, which usually is fine because I've played this game so much. Autopilot is really perfectly fine, but sometimes silly stuff can happen. So I had to like get out of that for a sec. We're good though. We made it. Repair. Do I do the glitch? Do I do the duplication glitch?
You come.
Yes? Okay. Okay. I only want to do it for the materials. For the shards and stuff. Not to like get easy levels. So that's boring. But grinding this game is a fucking hassle, so I don't mind doing it for that. Let me put this demon soul away.
Thank
Okay. Also, you can go. You can go. You guys can go temporarily. I have, nope, okay. We're gonna take an item.
we are.
Alright. Boop, 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 boop. We're going to... You fall asleep any second now? Bro, if you're gonna go to sleep, you can go to sleep. You might fall asleep any second now. You can go to sleep, bro. So if I recall correctly... Good night in advance? Okay. I appreciate you staying. Like, you can leave and go to sleep on me. W stream? What makes my stream W? Tell me. Let's see. Interaction, gameplay, vibes, information. Awesome. If that's why you like it, then I'm glad. Glad you stumbled on your channel looking for something to watch. Oh well, I stream pretty much every day, so look forward to seeing you more. Also, if you're interested, I have 2 streams. I multi-stream. Both streams are on YouTube. So if you're here to have a main stream that's not an enlarged game, you're more than welcome to join that in the future. Good night. Alright, I remember the glitch now. So, this is how the glitch works. I'm gonna want to drop all of this, except for one. And then, literally we just go to Blacksmith Baldwin. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go to buy, and then... Hi, baby. Get off my keyboard, please. Thank you. And then we slowly walk away. And then we do this, press start, then talk to Stockpile Thomas, deposit, then we're going to deposit this. And then now I should have infinite amount of Hearthstone, start of Hearthstone. Which is that, and there's only one more thing that I care about to duplicate right now. This can go. The rest of the stuff can get deposited for now. Alright. It's been a while, but it's been a while since I've done this. We're going to do it with 2 more of the materials and then go on our way. Talk. Bye. Walk away. Boop.
Thank you.
And then
We
talk. Boop. Walk away. Boop, boop,
thank
boop,
you.
boop. Bop.
We
Hug. Let's see. Then we can drop these. Let me go left. Alright, now I can upgrade you to at least +5. I think.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Let me go to Blacksmith Baldwin.
thank you.
And let me take some. Is it Clearstone or Spiderstone? And Spose. It's not Spiderstone. It's a Clearstone. Don't remember anymore.
We
Let's go to Baldwin, or is this Baldwin? No, not Baldwin. His brother, Ed. Blacksmith Ed. We got that audio. There we go. So it's quality that I want, which uses Shard of Clearstone. Alright, looks like we're duplicating a few more stuff then. Had to double check.
thank you.
Let's see, deposit, or no, take. Shard of Clearstone, chunk of Clearstone.
We
We're gonna drop all of these and all of these.
Hi.
Bye.
thank you.
Then we're gonna deposit you.
We
Same thing.
thank you.
And then same thing with this.
We are in.
Alright, sick. Then we can just drop these guys. Now we can go back to here. Fall down. Alright, Baldwin. Love to see it. I need a pure Clearstone, which I get way later. Alright, this can go. We can put all this stuff back on. Something's not right here. Hold on. There we go. And how much damage am I doing now? No, I'm doing 208 and 226. Two hand. Nice. Love to see it. Fucking. Whoops. Rings go burr. What is your blood saying? Oh, I'm just gonna go up and... Or... No, bro. Okay. I think this is a good stopping point. Goodbye. Goodbye, stream.